Hi! It's time for a little life update. If you've been following my channel for a really long time, then you might be familiar with a series called Stitch and Bitch, where I used to crochet and knit and chat a bit about my life. And as much as I loved that series, I actually haven't been crocheting and knitting for quite a long time now. So I was looking for a new name to sort of tie together the lifey, updatey videos. So I put out a call on Twitter to ask if anyone had any ideas, and Svea Hale came through and said space report. And as you guys know, I love space, and I thought that was a really great suggestion. So Svea, if you're watching, you're gonna get a postcard and a book, so just DM me your address. I feel like it's been a really long time since I did just like a casual sit down and talked a little bit about what's going on in my life, so here we go. You guys may have noticed that I'm not doing Helmiku this year, which was a project I ran for I don't know how many years, 4 or 5 years, where I made a video every day. In February, Helmiku is finished for February, and this year I just had to come to terms with the fact that it was not going to happen. I'm trying to work on lots of cool different stuff, some video projects, a podcast, some other bits and bobs, and for me to stay sane and healthy and sometimes leave the house, I just had to make the executive decision to not do it this year. I don't know if it's gonna come back next year. I might just do some different projects in different shapes, because I do really like putting out like lots of videos. I might do like a week of videos from time to time under a specific theme. Also, as a side note, my hair has gotten so long. My hair used to be like mega long, and then I cut it like quite short maybe 2 years ago, and I've had it short ever since then, and now it's like this in-between length and I don't know what to do with it. So if you have any opinions on that, let me know in the comments. Whenever I put the question out there about like what you're interested in hearing more about, a lot of questions are always about my work and things around that, so I figured I'd give you a little update. You might remember that over a year ago I made a video announcing that I was moving from Hotkey Books to Penguin. I feel like I regularly reference it in like book haul videos, for example. And actually a couple of months ago, in I think it was September, I moved to a different role within Penguin Random House UK. Before that, when I first started, I was doing the Penguin YouTube channel and the Penguin Facebook, and now since the switch I'm actually running Penguin Platform, which is a YouTube channel and a Twitter and a Snapchat and an Instagram account. Obviously go check those out if you're interested, but I figured it'd be interesting to chat a little bit about what I do so you can sort of figure out the day-to-day. So I come up with the ideas for all the videos on the Penguin Platform YouTube channel, and I commission the videos or I film and edit them myself. Sometimes I'm in them too, and everything in that is sort of aimed at older teenagers, like 16 to 19-year-olds, which I've really discovered since I used to work at a young adult publisher and then moved into sort of an adult audience and then moved back to a younger audience. I just really prefer and enjoy. It's so nice to talk to a group of readers that is like really engaged and really interested in issues that are important to them. So that's some of the stuff I do. I do some influencer outreach. Sometimes I organize events. There's obviously also a lot of like admin and social media planning, but yeah, the little look behind the scenes. If you guys have any other questions about that, by the way, do leave a comment, because sometimes it's hard to figure out like what bit would be the most interesting to chat about. So as you guys probably know, besides being like my favorite of all time hobby, YouTube is also kind of a freelance job. Lots of people are full-time YouTubers. I choose to do it next to a job, but it is still a business. I had to pay so much tax this year. That's what being an adult's all about. And also, paying taxes is a good thing. So one of the things I did like late last year was I made my first business investment, I guess. I've always had like a MacBook Pro, but it is still bulky, still heavy, and I edit almost every day. So whether I'm in my own flat or I'm out for the weekend or I'm on a trip or I'm staying at my boyfriend's flat, I just need to have my laptop with me, and it was really doing my back in. Like, I have a bad back already. I can't carry that much heavy stuff. So I bought this little MacBook 12-inch. Ariel Bissett has it as well, and she highly recommended it after editing on it for 6 months, and so would I. This weighs almost nothing, and I can just have it in my bag at all times, and that's really the way that I found I can sort of stay on top of it and like answer my emails and do my editing. I can do it anytime and anywhere I want, and it doesn't stop me from like going out and doing other stuff. I am planning lots and lots of videos. So I have 2 about like career related stuff. So one of them I just want to talk about my history of working in education and the job I have now, so sort of what that route was. I feel like I've talked about it in lots of separate videos, but I haven't really done one solid one that sort of talks you through everything, and I get lots of questions about it, so I figured that'd be useful. And then I've made a video before about how to get a publishing internship, but I kind of want to do one about like how to get into publishing, what skills are useful. Of course, it's not going to be the like be all end all, but I just kind of want to share like what worked for me and what I see now is like really beneficial to do and learn. Some of you also asked about travel, and I have quite a few sort of little travel plans this year. So I'm gonna visit Whitstable for 2 days. It's like a small seaside town in the east of England. This weekend I'm going to Exeter. I don't know when this video is going up, so maybe my Exeter video is already up. I'm going to Greece with a group of my friends that you'll probably know. And what else am I doing? Oh yes, and I'm going to be at VidCon Europe in Amsterdam. Obviously, since it was in Amsterdam, I had to be there. So I'll be there, then I'm going to be in the Netherlands for a while. I think I'm going to visit Groningen, which if you're not from the Netherlands is not going to mean anything to you. It's a city in the Netherlands I've never been to and I really want to go. So if you have any tips for that, leave me a comment. Adding on to that, I'm also going to be at Summer in the City, which is not necessarily travel, because on the grand scheme of things I actually live pretty close to where Summer in the City is, so I'm definitely gonna be there. And then I'm also working on lots of travel videos from last year. So I have an Amsterdam one, I have a Berlin one, and I have a really old LA one from last year's VidCon. I feel kind of bad about it, but I think it's still going to be a good video. So I guess that's kind of an update on what I've been doing professionally and what I'm working on for my YouTube channel and the trips that I'm going on. I'm currently like in the middle of more books than I've ever been in the middle of. You know, I like to read like books at the same time. I feel like I've read the first chapter of like 20 books, but I'm reading and I'm enjoying it, and I promise I will finish some of those and talk about them on my channel. I should have a Hidden Figures video up really soon. I've now seen the film. It was amazing. And I also have a Roald Dahl themed video coming up. I think I've talked for quite a long time now. If there's anything you guys have questions about, do leave them in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching and listening to me chat about my life, which hopefully was interesting enough to watch. I will talk to you guys later. Doei!